everyone and welcome back to the channel. Slight change of schedule tonight. We do now have issue number 64 of Build the Eddie Stobart. So we're going to be doing that tonight instead of the Disney Dolls House issue 18, and that will be pushed aside for the moment. But anyway, we do have this issue now, so let's see what it got in town. So in here, we've got the rear air tanks. A rack is fitted to the rear of the chassis, and two air tanks are fixed in place. So, as you can see, it's going to be basically attached to the end of the section where near enough where the cablings are, and they're going to sit along there on this little platform. I like the fact it's got like a little shelf area, and then obviously on here, that's where it's going to look like that. So obviously it's going to overhang underneath that, like so. And then we should have something that looks like this. Then obviously coming up in issue 65, which you've already seen, is the left and right left springs. So you've already seen that issue. So we will be then jumping to issue 66, and that will be the rear axle, top section of the rear axle, an air pipe connector and two types of screws. So 66 will be coming up a little bit later on in the week, probably next week now. So let's take a look at the parts. You will also need the chassis from last time. Looking at all that, it does look like it's all plastic, which is really, really good. So really fantastic indeed. And I'm just going to get my craft knife there. So let's get into this. So for many Partwork builders up and down the country, today was a really good day because I walked in there and the tumbler build has finally come into the newsagents. So stay tuned for that, because that will be popping up on the channel at some point. I'm not entirely sure when yet, because I've got quite a lot of filming to get through because of having a break from the festive season there. So as you can see, all these parts are plastic. You've got the air tank there, a smaller sort of air tank, pack of DD04 screws. I'm going to take that down a little bit. This section here, which I will find out what that is the tank rack. And then you've got the tank holders, and then the DP08. Okay, lovely. So obviously, first things first, what we need to do, we need to bring up the chassis from last time. And as you can see, we're going to flip this over. Now, whenever we're handling this, we need to be sure and be careful of all the components that are on top of this. So what we're going to do, we want to be working on this section down here. So we're going to flip this over as best as we can. And the idea is that these two parts here will act as like a little stand for it while we're working on that, which is quite nice. I still haven't found where that thingamajig's gone, but we'll have to get the pins replaced or something. But as you can see, what's going to happen is we're going to actually got on here 2 pins, and that is basically, as you can see, you've got 4 holes here, and the idea is that it basically sits, I assume, something like that. So it's going to sit onto there like that, if it will let me. And then obviously you've got the pins at the back there. These are going to be secured in with DD04 screws. So as you know, I've had a bit of a terrible time sleeping at the moment because this bloody sore throat I've got. I've done a COVID test, it's not that, and I've been sleeping all this afternoon, so the doll's house is quite a lot involved, so like gluing and all that, and I'm running out of daylight, so I've been asleep most of the afternoon, so I thought, well, I'll do a quick one instead. I'm going to secure them down there. So we'll probably do the doll's house some point next week now, but I'll see what I can do. Let me see. Let me get one screwed in this side, and then see what's going on here. It's a little bit the wrong type of screw for this. Let me get my, sorry, wrong type of screwdriver. Yeah, that's the better one. It just needed a little bit more of a bigger screw. driver head. There we go. Okay, and then we'll do this one down here. So yeah, it's an exciting day because obviously the tumbler's made its full run. It's strange getting part 1 again because obviously I did the trial, but yeah, that will come on the channel at some point. So fantastic news that it's launched. I know it's a car, but I am a massive DC fan, so Tumbler was one of my favourite of all the vehicles that they did. Quite like the back bike as well, that was quite nice. Okay, that's that one. Then we're just going to screw another screw just through this little section here. So let me go. I'm going to take that down a bit there. Might be a bit easier for you. But apparently this tumbler is fortnightly till issue 10. And when I was watching World of Wayne, he said that apparently it could be fortnightly right up the way till May or something. So it's nice when you get that, you know, you don't have to pay out every week. So that's quite nice. I do look quite like that. I'm just going to give that a couple more. Do like my screws nice and tight. There we go. And then what's going to happen is we're going to put the first of the tanks. So obviously, which will be this little one here, as you can see. That's going to go onto this side here. Okay, so obviously you've got a pin hole and a screw hole there. So the pin is to hold it in place. Then you've got the screw hole. You might have to push it a bit because you feel it push into place. And that's going to go in with a DP08 screw. Have you noticed that I never use the old screws first? I always work with the pack of screws that comes with the issue. Okay, and then that's going to go through this hole here. Feels like ages since I worked on this because of the Christmas season. Let's just tighten that up a little bit more. Lovely, so that's that one, and then we're going to put the other one in as well, which is the other side of the tank, and that's going to fit into, look here, it's interesting because I'm asking us to put it that way, but the pin, how can we possibly put it that way? The pin's there. Oh dear. Oh, that is not good. Because that's bashing up against that, isn't it? That's not good. The pin's there. How are we going to do that? Oh. Problem. Okay, we've got a problem here. Because this has got a pin, but it looks like it's on that side. That's really interesting. They're actually showing that the pin is up here. Oh dear. I'm just going to check this. Unless this is round the wrong way, maybe. Maybe that one goes up there and that one goes down there. Let's have a quick look, see what's happened here. Take that out. Going to get that out, I don't think. Damn it. Let's have a look. What's happened here? This bizarre. Oh. Oh dearie me. Wow. We've hit a problem somewhere. Right, I think what the issue is this hole. Let's have a look at this actually. Let's see if that one goes into there. If that one goes into that pin. Oh dear. Right, we've got a problem here because this isn't lining up. That one was obviously up there, wasn't it? So we had the smaller pin. Let's see what the instructions say here. So it says they are positioned towards the rear, which we've done, yeah. Right, so why are we having such a problem then? That is so weird. Ah, there we go. Right, it was in the right place, but it needed a little bit overhang on the chassis. Right, okay. That explains that one. Panic over. Sorry if my hand's in the way, it's a little bit... Oh, what's that? Why is that clicking? There we go. I think it's just the pin is bashing. The hole is a little bit tight for the type of pin, so it's struggling a bit. But right, that's that. Okay, brilliant. God, that was a bit panicky there. I was like, what's going on? I don't like it when things overhang. I don't think it looks nice when they do that. So, but yeah, there we go. Okay, so that's on and that's on as well. Lovely. Okay, back to normal. Okay, so once we've done that, what we then can do is obviously put the casing on that we need to do for this. So we'll do this one first. It looks like the pin, make sure that this little pin is facing towards me. That goes onto there like that. And this one up the back here. Right, this one's gone down flush. Don't like the gap in this, but for this one, having a bit of problem with this one. Seems to be some sort of gap. Oh gosh. Yeah, this one's got a bit of a gap. This goes that way maybe. Ah, hang on a minute. Right, this is what the issue is. Right. This pin goes through that hole there. So that. That's what our problem is. There we go. And that hole goes into that. There is some slight gaps, but I'm not fussed with that. Oh, that's good. Excellent. Okay. So once we've done that, the next thing to do is we flip it over. You don't need any glue for that because that goes on perfect. And then we've got the tank holders, and they're basically going to go something like a slot like that, I think. On the side, they actually slot on like a side view. Get the short one again. Let's try this one. Well, maybe it goes down that way. Oh, right. So we have to feed this wire through. God blimey. It's got a bit of a. Oh, hopefully it's. But basically it somehow goes over the top of here, and then we have to sort of like thread it through like that and then turn it over like that, and then it goes into like two little holes that are down very similar like the other one. We'll tackle that in a minute. But yeah, like that, and there. So it goes in sideways and then you flip it over. And we'll get, where's my tweezers gone? I just saw them. Two little holes here, you see, so right, I'm going to turn it towards me for the minute because I need to see where we're working with here. Basically there's like a little ridge. They have to go in the little ridge. There we go. Once you hear that click, you know it's gone in. But again, we've got another problem here. Oh. Let's get this one in first because we've hit a problem on one of them there. See if we get. That's gone in there. Okay, so what's happened over here? Cool, we're getting all tangled up here. Right, somehow, the problem we've got on this one is that this casing has gone around the wrong way. So can you see they sort of come up through here and then they go in a hole? But this one here has gone the wrong way round. So let me see if I can get into that and just lever that up a bit. As I said with me, I like to just dive into it, as you know. Come on. Whoops. There we go. So what happens is that needs to go that way round. Right, that's why. And then obviously that seals the gap. Perfect. Right, that goes back over there like that. We can turn that towards me. And then obviously it goes. So the way to do it, in like that. And flip it over. Brilliant. And then these are very fiddly things, aren't they? But make sure it goes in that little ridge, you know. Okay, that's that one, and then we just need to get that into there. And goes in there. Oh yeah, that's a gorgeous fit. I like doing them. You know, you just slip it in the groove and it's like, and it goes in the thing. That's beautiful. And that's all that we need to do, guys. So yeah, a couple of issues there with me because I put it round the wrong way, but that is fantastic. Obviously we've got the cabling running along here. Obviously I don't know, people have said to me that these wires are short or something, but I personally don't think they are. They're reaching there fine. The problem we might have is up here, because obviously, and up here they're even reaching fine, but it could be a little bit of tight, because that one, sorry you can't see this one looks like it's quite a tight fit to get from there into this back one. So, but there's ways around it. We can circumvent that, because we know that halfway down here there's a bit of a kink. So if need be, I can undo that kink where it loops round like that. There's a section in this part where it goes down and loops round. If need be, I'll just unloosen it and then just push it through a bit. There's no reason why we need to take all this off again. And that's why I've not gone down and stripped it, because I know there's a way we can do that. Or it could be that we just need to get, you know, a bit of tweezers and then just like, you know, as you can see, like with the wires, just carefully like sliver it up a bit so that it reaches. But it does feel like a tight fit on this cable here, but you know, where there's a will, there's a way. And yeah, I have a plan. I don't really plan on stripping the whole lot down, but yeah. Anyway, that's our issue. Lovely one indeed. So we've got a hole here, so maybe something pops into there a little bit later on, but that is finally issue 64 that we've been waiting on. It was a day late, which is lovely. I have got issue 66, and that will be coming on the channel probably next week now, so I'll probably do 66 with 67 on Wednesday, because obviously I still need to get through Kiwiko and the Doll's House. I've also got Dodge to get through, which is issue 14, so yeah. But anyway, that's the Eddie Stobart issue number, oh my god, what's happened here? My wheels fell off. Oh, really? What the hell's happened here? Pin comes out again. Right, I'll tackle that in post-production. But anyway, that's our issue of issue number 64. So said in 66, let me get my 66 if I can. And 66 will be, because don't forget we've already done issue 65 yesterday, but that's going to be rear axle. But please remember to like, share, subscribe, tap the bell if you want to be notified for all the videos I do. And I'll see you very soon for another Eddie Stobart issue, which is probably going to be the first one of 2023. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.